Blessings in life, family. It's a beautiful, sunny, crisp day. You know, enjoying that fresh scenery. I'm gonna do a music video out here one day. I know I gotta get back into the studio. It's been over 3 years. Hey, you know how I go, man. Trying to survive in capitalistic society. But I'm at my favorite place, one of my favorite places in the world, Pellissippi State Community College. This is just a piece of it. This college is as big as a university. I kid you not, it's a community college. 2011. I was here in 2012. I didn't go here in 2012, but in 2011, I went here for fall, summer, and spring. Bro, this was the school. I had so much fun at this school, bro. And then I went to University of Tennessee, not to go there like as a student, but we used to go to some of the parties. Oh, man, 2011 was 18 years old, bro, to 19 years old. That was that year. I kid you not. No, but family, I came over here to let you guys know that I'm in a better spot mentally, spiritually as well. I'm always keeping myself physically inclined. I spoke to various people throughout my journey recently as well, and we all can agree to disagree for some that throughout these years, especially, since the pre-COVID, era was pretty decent. But then after 2020, that's when one of the seals opened, that the years has just been kind of stagnant. It's just been kind of just dreary and dark, especially 2022. That was a very strange year. And I had to, recharge my energy a lot, cut off a lot of people, certain people trying to come back into my life. And, you got to protect your energy and your aura, keeping yourself, cleansed, giving yourself a mental shampoo, making sure, number one, that you have your diet, which is your lifestyle, not watching a lot of just idiotic stuff on TV. Stay away from that if you can, not just watch something educational. You can watch some drama here and there, but, your subconscious absorbs everything like a sponge. And, get plenty of sunlight, plenty of rest, drink plenty of water, eat healthy. Eating the right foods, alkaline foods especially, will transform your body from the inside to the outside. I love eating a lot of fruits, love vegetables. I'm a pescatarian, eat a lot of fish. And every once in a blue moon, I'm not gonna lie, I do eat chicken, but it's rare. It's rare. But I came on here, guys, to let you know spring is officially here. It's been here for us in Tennessee for about the past week and a half to 2 weeks. And spring symbolizes new beginnings, new energy, new shifts, because that's when the year truly begins. I had to think for a second. That's when the new year really and truly begins, is when spring happens, because it's new buzz, new life, new everything. This is when everything fully starts. I read throughout the years that when you transform your energy into something different that you want to invest in, that you can blossom basically into a new flower. I'm pretty much paraphrasing at this point. And that's what makes this journey somewhat beautiful. The reason why I say somewhat, because we're still stuck on this hellish planet with all the demonic entities and all the killing and raping and stealing blood money that we have to use day in and day out to exchange goods for food, or to exchange goods just to survive. It's a tiring journey. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that, oh, this life is so perfect. Life is what you make it to an extent, but we do have to be a realist and be realistic about our point of views and how we see things from various perspectives. You never want to see anything from a black and white perspective. You always want to look at things from a colorful, vivid perspective. The more inclined you are to this life, the more that you can gain and learn from this life. You never stop learning until the day that you physically die on this planet. You will always learn and cherish the information that certain individuals give to you. I have excelled so many times in so many different areas of my life that I'm not really shocked, but I'm just like, wow, I really made it up that mountain, metaphorically speaking. And it's a beautiful, yet sometimes traumatizing thing. And I say traumatized because a lot of us been through so much traumatizing events that we we feel extremely weak and we have no one to truly talk to. And if we did speak to them, would they overstand? A lot of people understand, but do they overstand? Some people may say yes, some people may say no, some people may say they understand. You can't really understand anything. I heard that from this one coworker I used to work at this one gig. That job was terrible. It was like terrible. But you can overstand definitely, because that's when you truly see for the bigger picture, because you're over it like an obstacle, you know? And that's what makes it beautiful. Like this beautiful, beautiful sunny skies, these trees. Man, there's a lot of times, bro, like if I was able to go back in time and just relive certain events, I would do it. I remember in 2011 when I was at this school, I remember saying a few times, well, actually a lot of times, like, this is history in the making. We're gonna remember this for many, many years to come. And I used to videotape it with my, back then, this is how you know I'm older, I'm 30 years old. Back in Christmas of '09, I got one of those old iPod thingies with the camera. It had a camera on it. It was like the 10th generation or 9th generation. It had a camera. It wasn't like no fancy camera, but it was clear. And I used to bring that everywhere back in 2011. Like, I just recorded so many, so many different things, man. And a little bit in 2010, but like I never brung it to school because, you know, people were from high school was a bunch of thieves and dumbasses, but we ain't gonna go there. We're not gonna give that energy into this video, you know. But guys, I just want to say I love and appreciate you all. The ones that always stayed with me and rock with me. Even the ones that don't rarely comment, I appreciate you guys just for just the love that you send throughout the screen, throughout the, you know, comments. Couldn't get that out. Just being beautiful people. You know, there's nothing we can do to change this world because, you know, things will happen day in and day out, but we can try to utilize our abilities to enhance this world and make it a better place somewhat until we pass on, you know, spreading more love and positivity and good vibes and good energy for many generations to come. I want to let you guys know that you're not the only person that struggled. And when I say I struggled, there was a lot of times I feel like there was inner demons trying to attack me. Some that I subdued long time ago that were trying to come up. And that can come from just personal insecurities or thinking that you're not able to get past a certain obstacle because you just want to make sure that you don't fail again, you know? And failure is a part of life. That's what really makes this journey a part of your glorious growth as a man or as a woman. You see the bigger picture for many, many generations to come as a chosen one, as a man of God, as a woman of God. The true essence of purity. Because remember, family, you cannot have evil in this world without good in this world. You cannot have light without darkness. It's like the yin to the yang. It's like oxygen, hydrogen. You gotta have two and two coexist to make water. This day symbolizes how I feel in a nutshell. I feel glorious. I feel pure. I feel just enriched with so much just energy, you know, mentally, spiritually, and physically. You guys that are watching this, I want to let you all know that it's not the end. It may seem like it's the end, but it's not. It's a beautiful, beautiful start to what you want to do. And I know money is going to be a big issue for many because, you know, the cost of living and many of the seals in the Bible was open. And I'm a firm believer that we are living in the last days. We are definitely living in the last days. There's no question, doubts, or any concerns about it. We have to prepare ourselves, as I love to say, being military minded. Family, when things do start to really pop off, really start to open up, just be prepared. Have plenty of food, have plenty of water. If you like guns, stockable ammunition for protection. There's a lot of man-made stuff in these labs overseas and in the United States as well. that's being released by these elites. A lot of this stuff that's going on now is not a coincidence. They've been planning this for 30 to 40 years, sometimes longer than that. It's a beautiful day. I can see these people like riding motorcycles here. Look like they're doing like an obstacle course or something. Y'all hear that sound in the background? Who would have thought to come to a school, a college? You know, of a family. It's wild that we got to continue to fight these demons day in and day out. And when I say demons, I'm not just talking about spiritual demons. I'm talking about people that you see from time to time at a job, or let's say you drive on the road and that person has a unrecognizable amount of road rage towards you. Family members that are just toxic, that really and truly do not need to be in your life. And just because their blood does not make them related. People that's trying to come back into your life like an ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend that you dealt with, that you're not mad at all. You don't have no hatred towards them in any way, shape, form, or fashion, but you just wish not to continue a relationship with them because it does you no good. And that doesn't make you a bad person. That makes you a person that's just filled with just nothing but morals, integrity, self-respect, knowing your worth as the king you are, as the queen you are. And I want to say this too. I see a lot of these red pill content channels, and they do speak a lot of truth to an extent. But not every woman is a whore. Not every man is a player. You got to pick your poison. You can discern many attributes from a person just from speaking to them within the first 5 to 10 minutes. It's usually shorter than that. You can tell if a person is a righteous person. You can tell if they're a player. You can tell if they're a whore. You can tell. Now, some people are good at hiding that. I will admit that. But for the most part, you really can sense that in their spirituality. If you can really in tune with spirits and God and just being good and just recognizing just the energy and the vibes, you can recognize that. I wanted to switch things up, family. And when I say switch things up is to get myself right back on more positivity, because I cannot let this world drain me, and it has drained me. I feel the biggest thing that drained me was being a wage slave. Because, money controls this world. Money is power, supposedly, quote unquote, in this world. And I say supposedly because it's not power at all. We as the people give money power. It's a worthless piece of fiat currency that's not backed up by anything. It's not backed up by rubies. It's not backed up by diamonds. It's not backed up by gold. It's not backed up by silver. It's not backed up by anything that has any type of substance that's worthwhile for many generations to come. It's a piece of paper made with cloth. But that was the main thing that was like stressing me. Of course, fake people. We're never going to escape that. And having my sense of, I don't want to say privacy, but just sometimes you just want to detox from everybody. And it's nothing personal when you want to detox from people. Sometimes you just don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want to text me. You don't want to call anybody. You just want to just be alone and just think. Just walk at the park or walk at this school that's like a park, like I'm doing right now. You want to peep game and just read as much material as you can, whether it's a book or it's online or it's YouTube comments, Instagram comments that's enlightening your self-respect, your self-mind. You're not your self-respect, I just had the word in my head, I just lost it. But no. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. It's enlightening yourself, your inner self. And it really honestly is a gift in itself, but it's I can't look at it as a curse when you have so much knowledge and wisdom, because you can discern so many different things that can happen to you, whether it's good or bad. But when you have this much knowledge and wisdom, some may feel it is a curse, because you like, wow, I got all this knowledge and wisdom and I can't do anything about it. I can't change the world, because one person or even 100 people, we can't change the world. We can make it a better place the best way we can, or we can start our own world, meaning that we start our own village somewhere deep, not necessarily in the forest, but it could be in the desert, it could be anywhere. Building compounds, growing our own food, and having our own water, now all these chemicals and GMOs, and having the government regulate these things. And half the time the government is lying. The FDA is not even real sometimes with some of their, we ain't gonna get in too deep into that, but some of their products that they label safe is banned in most countries and is not really and truly safe. Family, just open your eyes, open your mind, open your soul, open your spirit. Let the light in. Because if you block the light, you will regret it. Trust me. If you block the light, you will regret it. And you do not want to do that. If you block the light, you will come back for many, many years, even months. And you will start to think back on why you did what you did, why you said what you said, why you cut off that person that was trying to help you out and just love you unconditionally. You will. For real. Right now in one of my buildings, well, it's not my building, but I took a class here. How you doing? I took a class here some years ago, and we used to always have the free foods. They used to have free foods here. I remember one time it was, oh man, this was in 2011. It was kind of cloudy outside, but it ended up being sunny, I believe. And like this spot right here was packed, like in this area, or I think it was a little more down, but I remember it was like in this area, and we had like this fresh chili. Oh man, we had every single topping. It was free food. They used to get free food out. It was, man, I miss this school, bro. 2011 was such a great. That was my year. That was like the height of my like most happiness, bro. Like that was the year, bro. I never ever had a year like that again. I feel like the closest thing to it was probably 2000. I could say 15 to an extent because I went back to New York, which is home. Tennessee and New York is both home. But 2018 was pretty close. That was when I was in the studio a lot. And I was really starting to make a lot more connections versus when I was in 2015/2016. 2014 as well. That's when it really started, like my connections with the industry. But I realized the industry is fake and demonic, and a lot of people are broken mentally and spiritually, real cliquish. But, you know, that's pretty much the whole rundown on the industry that's claiming to be so loving and caring, which they do not give two F's about. But hey, you do you if you want to sign, you know, your soul away. I'm not gonna sign my soul away. I'm not about to do that for temporary riches. Nah, it ain't worth it, bro. Balling for 7 years. It is a pattern. I know it's 7 years, and even Little Duval said that on a tweet. He said that selling your soul for, you know, for temporary fame and riches isn't fun after so long, or 7 years, he said. I remember seeing 7 years from other celebrities. You ball out for 7 years and you do the number and just do the timing from the deaths. 7 years, sometimes 6. Balling out with the most women, the most cars, fame, money, whatever you want to call it, for 6 to 7 years. Nah, bro, you can have that. Nah, sis. You can have that. You can have all that. I'm cool. I'd rather just die being righteous and knowing what I did for the community and inspire many generations to come. So when I do pass, I can just rest peacefully. Because I spoke to God. I had a vision. I saw this guy yesterday. I know him for many years. And I told him I had a vision. He's like, you probably had a dream. I was like, no. I had a vision. We spoke for about three and a half hours. I known him for some time. And we both know that when you have a vision or you truly speak from the Holy Ghost, that you would know that this life is literally just a test. Now, am I going to give you all the answers and say why God does this? I'm not going to lie to you and say I know, because I don't know. I don't know. Why does God let us sin? He gives us free will. Why does he give us free will? Because he has it he embedded in our heart that we will do the right thing. And he will bump us on the right path. But I also read too that him and the devil, of course, know each other because, you know, Lucifer was an angel of music especially. And Satan has to get permission from God to do what he does. Now, do I know why they talk every day or every night, whatever? No, I don't. It's a lot of things I would love to ask Father God. I can't quote anything that I truly and do not know, because I would be a false prophet if I did that. And we do not need any, honestly, more chaos in this world from what we see day in and day out. And that's really pretty much the whole idea with this generation. Many people seem to think that spreading false, hate to say it, but yeah, spreading false information is the new clout, is the new thing. Being a false prophet, like many that you see, is the new thing, and it's not. Remember what I said, family, in past videos and even certain songs that I did release, that in this temporary fake world, that fake is considered the new real. The realer you are and the more authentic and honest you are, the most hardship and hatred that you will face in this world. That is facts. You can't escape it. And I know that's going to be kind of sad to say, but I just had to be honest with you. It's been a long time, family, since we truly converse with each other. We truly understand to overstand one another. Having that true peace, the spoken truth that's deep within inside us, is what gives us this energy to keep propelling in this hellish life. Family, don't forget this, that you are a star. The people that truly rock with you, your homies, your brother, your sister, or whoever, tell them that you love them, because they're not going to be here every day. They will die eventually if they're not already, passed. And for those that are already passed, it's my condolences to them, because I know how it feels to lose somebody that's close to you. I know how that feels, for real. It sucks. Sometimes you just look at the sky like this. Beautiful tree, look at that. Beautiful, flowers. But you look at the sky like that, and you just talk to God. Literally, you just talk to God, and you be like, God, how you doing right now, man? That's what makes this life somewhat decent. A lot of us have copes. Some people drink for a cope. Some people smoke weed for a cope. Some people play video games for a cope. It really all depends what your type of cope is. We're not going to sit here and lie and say that everything is glorious when it's not, because you see homelessness, death, people dying, rape, murder, drug dealing, people sodomizing other people. Just a lot of times when you're really connected to such a high divine energy, also known as the Most High, Father God, you feel things so just easily because you're so sensitive to energy. And I'm very, very sensitive to energy. I'm extremely sensitive to energy. Remember what I said on Spoken Truth, that video, family? The calming effect of the water. And I had this hat on. I literally did. I said, I had the sun. I was like, the calming effect of the water. But there was no water in the background of that video. Literally, man. When it's a beautiful, sunny, crisp day like this with a vivid vegetation, family, look at that. And you got that beautiful water. Water really isn't clear or beautiful, but clear enough, at least for the duckies. At least for the duckies, family. Then you know there's true, serenity here, man. Well, fam, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I don't want to bring it on too long. I'm just casually just talking to you all. But it's always peace, love, and eternal blessings, man. Always. I had to get my mojo back. I ain't Austin Powers now. All right, family, peace and light. One love.